Get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today. Today is Friday, the 24th of July, 2026, and I'm Pearson Bowen welcoming all of you. Hoping you have a fantastic Friday today. Looking forward to the weekend, aren't you? Hope you make the most of the time given to you. I ask all the time, how do you spend your time? In what way can you bring benefit to others as well? So consider that today. Thank you for joining us on our streams also on Facebook, YouTube, and our website. Good having you. Share the show, share the love, bring others along. Converse among yourselves. Talk to us as well. We absolutely love to read your comments and encourage you to do more of that. Thank you very much. And of course, if you know of something that has to be told by us or someone who has a story to tell and you believe we can help tell that story with them, tell us about it. And you can do so by email. The email address is morninbarbados@cbc.bb. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And we thank you for partnering with us indeed. So, yesterday was the final evening of judging of the Calypso tents in Barbados in quest of finding those who will make it through to the Calypso final, the pick of the crop, next week, Friday. And so, if you wondered who made it through, in the early hours of the morning, the announcement was made by the communications gentleman at the National Cultural Foundation. If you don't know, take a listen, take a look.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Akil Franklin. I'm the Corporate Communications Specialist at the National Cultural Foundation, and I am here to announce what you all have been waiting for. Mr. Aja has the results in hand. He will now hand them to me. All right, your finalists are from All Stars, Colin Spencer, singing Obedient Colin. Jay Diamond, singing Teacher's Tale. Nika, singing Don't You Think That's a Crime. Yahanje, singing Chain Reaction. From The Big Show, AC, Legends from the Grave. Crystal, AI Gunbin the Crown. iWeb, Colors in B. Jamal Slocum, Talk About That. Skung Young, I Had a Dream. Tay, Blame Game. From House of Soca, Billboard. Kid Sight, singing Talk Like Mia. Kwan, singing Codes. Raheem, singing Triggers. Sir Ruel, singing Home Don't Feel Like Home. From Shining Stars Calypso Tent, The Announcer, The People's King. And Queen T singing Lacking Intelligence. From House of Soca, Your Reserve, Mr. Showman singing Bang Bang. These are your finalists.
And as Akil said, those are the finalists. Now let the debates begin. I'm sure they will in earnest all over the island. But now you know who you will see next week Friday for the Pick of the Crop finals. That's one big activity we're looking forward to next week Friday. Of course, you will listen to our radio stations and we will definitely be listening to the commentary needs. So take another look. Those are the finalists right there from All Stars, 1, 2, 3, 4. From The Big Show, the Lions Share, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. House of Soca, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with a reserve as well. That makes it 6 for them as well. And Shining Stars, 2. Who got in and who did not get in? I'm sure that will consume a lot of your conversation a little later on. We're also looking forward to Sunday, which is our day of national Thanksgiving. And so we pause for just a moment to remind you of some of the activities that are happening there, because on Sunday at church, St. Barnabas Anglican Church, as you know, we would have shared with you before, they're having a very special Mass at 5 in the afternoon. That special Mass celebrates Bob Marley using it's an Emancipation Mass featuring the music of Bob Marley. Now that's different. And so at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you can assemble at St. Barnabas Anglican Church for that activity. Come celebrate the spirit of independence and emancipation and praise, with the presider being the Reverend Canon Dr. Monreal Williams, and the preacher, the Reverend Canon Dr. Stephen Fields, who himself created this very special Mass. He tried it in Canada, did to real good acclaim, and he's brought it to Barbados as well. The Bob Marley Emancipation Mass featuring the music of Bob Marley on Sunday. They come with a free will offering, and all is invited. Indeed, everybody is invited to be there. So that's on Sunday evening at 5. Later on at 6 o'clock, also on this big day of remembrance, we are going to Golden Square Freedom Park for the Day of National Significance. It's in Golden Square. That begins, all the activities begin at 6 o'clock indeed. So we'll be looking at those who are young, the children of the 1937 revolution, sharing the youth vision for the Republic. And so as you see at the bottom of your screen, you'll be the drum calling and libation, welcome and opening remarks with addresses by the young people, including Senator Roshana Trim, Joshua Harris, Randicia Kelman, Roberto Santiago Aquino Bernal from Cuba, and Senator Kamisha Benjamin. There will be the laying of the flowers at the bust of the Right Excellent Clement Payne, and a big folk concert. We'll tell you about the folk concert a little later on, but I want to encourage you not to miss the activities on Sunday afternoon beginning at 6 in Golden Square Freedom Park. That's where we should all assemble. There's a lot happening indeed. I also want to remind you, lest you forget, as we prepare to celebrate and bid final farewell to our national hero, the Right Excellent Sir Garfield Sobers, of where you can go see his body as it lies in state, and the books of condolences that would be signed. And so the venue on Monday, the line of state happens on Monday. On Monday, you can go to the Honourable House of Assembly, that's in Bridgetown, from 11 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon. 11 until 1 on Sunday, and you can file past the body of the late national hero. That's 11 to 1 p.m. on Monday. Then on Tuesday, you're going to the ground floor hospitality suite at Kensington Oval, and the lying of state will happen there from 10 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're encouraged to come see, file pass and view. But the books of condolence are all available all over the place. At Parliament Building, there's a book you can go sign and reflect and write your story, your memory of Sir Gary. Kensington Oval has a book of condolence. So too does the government headquarters, the cricket legends, Bay Primary School, Weymouth Sports Club, the General Post Office, Holetown Post Office, St Andrew Post Office, and the David Thompson Health and Social Services Complex. All of those locations have books of condolence where you can go sign and also indicate your reflections of the man who made a moment in time very, very special for all of us indeed. So those are part of the plans. You can be admitted into Kensington Oval on getting a ticket. Tickets are available but at the post offices across the island, so go to your nearest post office and get your ticket to be admitted into Kensington Oval. We're all asked to be respectful and respectfully attired as we celebrate the contribution of our national hero, the Right Excellent Sir Garfield Sobers. As the body leaves Lyndhurst Funeral Home, it will be taken through Bridgetown onto Kensington Oval, and as that happens, you're encouraged to come out, line the street, and really wish him well on his final destination. And so for all of you, we want to encourage you to take note. The viewing on Monday and Tuesday, Monday in Parliament Building, Tuesday at the Kensington Oval. Books of condolences are all over the island. As best as you can, please go and make your mark. There's a lot happening today indeed, and so we will sit with the folks from the St. Thomas Parish Independence Committee. They have a number of activities happening in August, but what? We'll tell you in just a little while as well. Also happening today, we'll update you on that project that really connects Barbados, the two plantations in Barbados, to the United States, all part of the slave Atlantic trade. And so what happened and what are the outcomes happening so far? They'll update us on that project. Sunday is a very special day, as I told you, for Barbados, and so there's also going to be the folk concert. The details of the folk concert you'll get to know this morning. As one exhibition closes, the third installation prepares to open. We'll take an opportunity to go into the Queen's Park Gallery to share with you the next installation of that visual exhibitioners, indeed. And so, do you know who is Rita G? She's in Barbados, and so she's stopping over for a crop over. All of that and a whole lot more straight ahead. Right here, it's 10, heading to 11 minutes after 6. We are back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We the best music.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Cricket fans, get ready for 10 days of explosive T20 action. From July 23rd to August 1st, TV8 brings you the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, featuring some of the world's top franchise teams battling for glory. Don't
find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
13 past 6 o'clock now as we sit with just a moment with the Parish Independence Committee of St. Thomas. And so St. Thomas and all Barbados pay very close attention. There's some very exciting activities they have happening this month this month and into August as well. And so we'll be happy to have this morning with us the chairperson of the St. Thomas Parish Independence Committee in Petra Ramsey Rollock. Good morning, Petra, as always.
Good morning to you,
She's my friend.
I am. Good morning.
Indeed, good to see you always.
Thank you.
Laurent Atherley, you're the Public Relations Officer, Laurent. I did not know that, but congratulations.
Thank you.
Good to have you again, buddy. And Victoria Thornfort is the Assistant Secretary. Victoria, good to see you as well.
Good morning.
All right, Petra, what's going on? Because there's so much happening with the Parish Independence Committee.
Yes. So today, all our activities are community-based. And what we have done, based upon our heart-to-heart connections, which are the walkthroughs that we do, we've listened to the pulse of the people, and therefore this is where we came about with some of our activities. So we have, for instance, our Heritage and Emancipation Tour coming up 2nd of August, and it's open, of course, to the persons in St. Thomas, but also to Barbados. We wish to showcase the rich heritage of St. Thomas. So we had a bus tour before, and they've asked for another one. So we said, yes, we'll have another bus tour for you.
Who doesn't like to get out and get about, indeed,
and
on
it's
a
a
bus,
Sunday evening, what you would call an excursion. Right, so we're having that August 2nd.
When I took excursions, I took excursions on the Rockland bus, those other open buses.
Yeah.
You're too young to know what the Rockland bus is, but those open buses, indeed. And so, because it's that kind of a tour, where does it take you, by the way?
We're looking to go through, of course, St. Thomas. Our historian, Hal Eiffel, he's the one that will be given the tits and bits, the trivia about St. Thomas. So we're going to meet at the Walk, Welch's, and we'll move from there. He's added a twist to it because so much is being focused now on education. So we're going to look at some nuggets of the educational components in St. Thomas, and then we'll move from there. I don't want to give it all away. I want persons to come, but I know for sure there's some sites that persons know that we will visit, of course, like the Rock Hall, Freedom Monuments, places like that, the St. Thomas Parish Church, and other hidden assets and treasures within St. Thomas.
And there's so many.
Yes, there
are so many. The Freedom Village is one for
Correct.
sure we all know about. But then what don't we know about, we can discover on this heritage tour that's coming
Correct.
on the 2nd of August, which is a Sunday afternoon from 5. But you're asking yourself, I know, like me, well, how do I get on the bus? Laurent, how do I get on the bus?
So we're selling tickets all no. $55 per ticket. That guarantees you a seat and just a drink so that you could enjoy the tour at its maximum as we go through a nice scenic road throughout St. Thomas.
Are you looking forward to this?
Of course.
Have you been on the first one?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it. It has some other commitments at the time, but it's the case that when it comes up this year, I know you can't miss it. There's a cannot miss event for all of Barbados.
And I'm saying that because oftentimes people tend to think, oh, this is for the more mature crowd. No, this is even for the young people of St. Thomas. You can be a part of this. Is this open, by the way, to people from other parishes?
Yes, yes. Actually, last time we had persons from all over Barbados who came to be a part of it, because some persons said, hey, I did not know this about St. Thomas. So it's open to Barbadians, it's open to the general public, but we want the persons of St. Thomas, of course, to join us on our heritage tour.
As a matter of fact, you don't know this about St. Thomas. We have a ticket to give to one of you right now. A ticket to give to one of you right now. There's a question. We'd like you to call us on 228-5562 or 228-5563. Let's see if you know St. Thomas. What's that question, Petra?
Well, one of the questions,
The hard one.
The hard one? Okay. How many parishes do St. Thomas touch? How many parishes do St. Thomas touch?
This is going to get you good, folks. Go to your map and check it out. 228-5562, 228-5563. How many parishes do St. Thomas touch? That's the question that's asked of you. So figure it out and give us a call. Interrupt us anytime the call comes through. If you get it, you get a ticket. A ticket to what?
Our heritage tour.
All right. You can get on the bus. You can get on the bus for the Heritage Tour on the 2nd of August if you get this question right. The St. Thomas Parish Independence Committee is giving you that opportunity right now. 228-5562 or 228-5563. How many people do you think can be accommodated on the bus? Or how many buses?
We have 2 buses. So approximately 70 persons. We've sold tickets already, but we have a limited seat. So we came this morning to say we want to fill those buses and showcase what St. Thomas has to offer.
Folks, you've got to do so very quickly. You said, Laurent, it's $55, which gets me my seat and a drink.
Yes, it is.
How do I get the ticket? Do I have to come to you? How do I pay you?
So one of the easiest ways to get the ticket is to go on our Instagram page, St. Thomas BAC, and you can always message us there. We'll find the best and most efficient way to get the ticket to you, whether we have to drive to you or find a nice meeting point, or if you see us at any of our events, you can always talk to us there and we'll guarantee to have tickets for you once seats are still available.
Once seats are still available.
And the numbers are also on the flyer of who to contact.
Right, so we posted a flyer for you to watch just now. I'm sure when you get a chance to look back at the show, you'll see the numbers to contact the St. Thomas Parish Independence Committee. But you save that date, everybody. The 2nd of August from 5
to 6.
2 to 6.
Yeah.
2 to 6. Oh, that's a super mix. 2 to 6 right there. You can be a part. You can get on the bus. We're going on tour of some very scenic and exciting places all across St. Thomas. Take a look at the bottom. To the bottom right, you see Evelyn and Christian. Those are the numbers for you to call. Evelyn or Christian, you call them and say, I got my money, I want my ticket. Seats are very, very limited, so you really need to move very, very quickly because we're going on tour next weekend. It's next weekend. You don't have a lot of time, so you really need to make up your mind very, 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 very soon indeed and be a part of this rich heritage tour of a rich heritage parish known as the Rich St. Thomas. And so, the question still is open to you folks. Call 228-5562 or 63 to tell us about those parishes which are touched by St. Thomas. St. Thomas is literally the heart of the country.
of Barbados.
There you go. And so which of those, what 5, you have to name them all?
You have to give the number.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see who was paying attention.
Yeah.
I was paying attention. Figured out now. You have a call? All right, let's see. 228-556-463. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Good. How do you do?
I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, you're
What about you?
I'm doing well too. Thanks for asking. Where are you watching from?
St. Michael.
You're in St. Michael. You know anything about St. Thomas?
Very little.
Very little, indeed. All right, fair enough. Have you ever traveled through St. Thomas before?
Of course.
Really, where did you go? Where did you
And
go?
my husband put me in the car, we drive out the island, so I know exactly where.
So your husband took you on tours?
Yes.
That is so sweet. So it was almost like an excursion?
Yeah, Sunday evening drive.
And did you do cheese sandwiches? Or corned beef sandwiches? Talk to me. I know you know.
I'm just going for a drive person.
I get you, don't worry. Yeah, but you wanted to make a picnic out of it, didn't you? You know, you stop from 10 to have a little something, drink some mobby, have your cheese sandwich or your corned beef sandwich and move on. But nonetheless, you enjoy St. Thomas. Do you think you have the answer for us?
I think so.
What's your answer?
I count 4 off with my fingers, but I had a 4 or 5.
No, give me one answer.
All right, 4?
How many fingers are your hand?
5.
But what's your answer?
5.
Do you know which ones actually are touched by St. Thomas?
If I know.
The parishes. Those you counted 4. Tell me the 4 you got.
St. Andrew.
Go ahead.
St. James.
I'm listening.
St. Michael.
Proceed.
St. John.
Those are your 4?
Yeah.
You don't know any more?
Barbados. Not Thomas. We already Thomas and Thomas.
So, the answer is 5.
It's
The
5.
answer is 5 because I gave it away. But it's what that 5th one is, which is what I want you to do your research on, all right?
The 5th one.
The 5th one. Don't do it now. Are you excited to go on this tour?
Of course I am.
All right. You like to get out.
It's about time.
What is your first name?
Jean.
Jean. Jean, good to meet you. This is Petra, Laurent, and Victoria. They're with the Parish Independence Committee of St. Thomas. Indeed, they're happy to have you take your seat on the bus. Yeah. When is it happening?
On the 2nd.
The 2nd?
Of August. A Sunday.
The Sunday the 2nd, the 2. That's the one you're going for. At what time does the bus go from, the tour? Jean?
I didn't listen. I saw it on the TV, but I didn't listen to it.
That's all. You did your obedient. It goes from 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So when you get home from church, have a quick lunch, rest a little bit, and then you join the bus tour, okay?
Yes, please.
All right, Jane, don't put down. You stay on the line. We'll take some more information from you, but you're absolutely right. It's 5. Thank you, Jean. Good, good. That's Jean. We'll take a break right here. When we come back, there's more that they have in store. They'll tell us about it right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Cricket fans, get ready for 10 days of explosive T20 action. From July 23rd to August 1st, TV8 brings you the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, featuring some of the world's top franchise teams battling for glory. Don't miss a single six, wicket, or nail-biting finish as 12 exciting matches light up your screen. Make TV8 your home for the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, July 23rd through August 1st. TV8, bringing you every moment of the action.
Outside edge, good take. This
summer. CBC brings you the ultimate thrill with Spot, Connect, and Win.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
25 past the hour, we're with the members of the Parish Independence Committee of St. Thomas because they have a slew of activities that they want us all to be a part of. We just shared with you about the upcoming bus tour on the 2nd. Remember, you can call those numbers we shared with you at the bottom of your screen to call and reserve your seats. Seats are very limited, so get there quickly. Jean is going to be on the bus. Meet Jean, indeed. But there's so much more happening, Petra.
Yes.
Like the Adopt an Entrepreneur.
Adopt an Entrepreneur series. This is where, as I said before, when we did our heart-to-heart connection, and as Barbados is celebrating its 60th anniversary, we said, hey, why not do something that would incorporate our island celebrating its 60th anniversary? And hence, what we're looking to do and what we've started, we've put the spotlight on some of the entrepreneurs in St. Thomas. It doesn't matter what type of entrepreneurship business you have. We're showcasing those individuals and we're posting them on our social media platforms, and that has definitely taken some legs.
And that brings business back to the community, indeed. And I'm sure you see that, Laurent, as well.
Yeah, of course. So I was actually the person that kind of conceptualized the idea. So I realized we as the committee, we had the platform, not only just inside St. Thomas, but everybody in Barbados was seeing us. So we thought one of the best ways to utilize our platform was to highlight some of the persons within our community. Last year, we have done our community builders, persons that have grown St. Thomas from the ground up. So this year, we wanted to highlight persons that have helped build up St. Thomas's economy. So we have gone and we were going out looking for entrepreneurs, whether you're in Arthur Seat, Melrose, Welch's, Cane Garden, Lancaster, anywhere in St. Thomas, and actually saying, okay, we have our platform, we want to promote you. We want to know why you became an entrepreneur.
And so we want people to go to that platform, check it out, and go support those entrepreneurs. It's indeed important. Victoria, I saved you for the last for a reason, because you are all things beautiful. And let's talk a little bit about the other initiative that the Parish Independence Committee has, the Adopt a Garden competition.
Yes, please. So throughout our heart-to-heart competition, our heart-to-heart connections, as we walked around, guess what we saw?
What did you see?
The beautiful gardens persons have been growing within the community. So before, you remember there was an initiative about getting gardens ready for independence. So for our 60th independence anniversary, we look to bring that back.
Nice.
So we are now launching that. You can check our social media pages. It is open up to the 31st of August, where that you can actually let us know that you're interested in actually being in the competition. Start your gardens, not start because they're already growing, but to get them lush and looking spectacular, so that we can know that this is what Barbados means to you for independence.
Nice.
And
so
that judging
householders, we'll come to judge in a minute. Householders are encouraged to indicate interest in being a part of this competition.
Yes,
they have until the end of August to express their interest.
Yes, please.
And they go to your socials and say, I am Pearson, I live at Lyons Castle, and I want to. Those kinds of things, right?
Yes, please.
That's one. Then I can, and I don't need to submit an image of my garden so far. I just need to let you know I'm interested in joining.
That you are interested.
And there's no fee to entry.
No fee.
And once you've accepted, you will accept, because after all, you want to encourage community engagement. After the 31st of August, what happens?
Right. So it's just for you to make sure that that is ready.
Because you're going to turn up whenever you're ready?
Sorry?
You're turning up whenever you're ready? It's not
No. So you will know exactly when we will turn up. That judging will be done in November. So that, that by the independence celebration, we can showcase you.
Full bloom
of course,
of St. Thomas.
The persons who have won when we have our award ceremony, those will be highlighted. And yes, of course, we'll have those beautiful pictures upon our social media page
yes.
so that we can, showcase you and get others even involved in it probably next year or whenever we do it again.
Yeah. And I think this is so beautiful, Petra. Really, it's such a wonderful initiative. Yes, we're beautifying Barbados, but we're also saying, I have a talent. You're also unearthing talent, but people's stories are being told through their creativity as well. Well done, thou good and faithful servants of the St. Thomas Parish Independence Committee. I am thrilled by the list of activities thus far.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are even more because your brains never rest, it seems. And that's really fantastic. So take from us back to your committee members our grateful hearts.
Thank
that
you.
we're thankful for what you're doing for and in St. Thomas and then the wider Barbados as well.
It's all about community for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about community and engagement of our residents and all those who have followed us and have partnered and sponsored us. That's our task.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And you're doing it well.
Thank you.
So folks, a couple of things. We have another ticket to give away.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Thinking of all things beautiful and all things bright.
Yeah.
What's the question? Listen, folks, get ready to call. Not Eugene. 228-5562 or 228-5563. It's another ticket to get you onto the bus.
Yes.
228-5562 or 228-5563. Listen to this question and call us.
What is the correct color of our shirts? What is the correct color of our shirts?
And if you're smart, watch your TV right now, look at it. What do you think that color is? But we want the correct color grading of it.
Correct.
That's what's important. 228-5562 or 228-5563. Let me remind you very quickly. On the 2nd of August, there is the bus tour. The bus tour leaves from the walk.
Yeah.
In St. Thomas, and it takes you right through from 2 o'clock right through St. Thomas to all those beautiful scenic spots and others that you don't even know about, but you begin to really see why it's known as the heart of Barbados and why it's so beautiful and why it's something you need to really get on the bus for. If tickets are $55, you can call the numbers that we would have shared with you a little earlier on and get your ticket, reserve your space. There are a couple buses, spaces are filling up very, very quickly. Get on the bus real soon. There will be a historian who will be with you who will help you understand the story of the places that you're traveling to. There's also the initiative where I want you to go into the social medias of St. Thomas Parish Independence Committee and see those entrepreneurs who are budding and blooming and making a difference for self and parish and country, and give your full support. There's so many areas of people who are just doing phenomenal things, and they're providing a service to you at affordable cost as well. So get out and explore and see for yourself. Then you have until the end of August to say, I have a garden, or I'm going to build a garden, and I want to be a part of this competition that concludes, and you'll be recognized in November. We have a caller on the line. Good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi, who's calling?
Monica.
Hello, Monica. Monica, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
Long time no hear.
So true.
You think you know the answer to the question?
I think so.
What is the question?
Is it cardinal?
What is the question?
Oh, what is the color of the shirt?
What's the true color? And you said what?
Is it cardinal?
You're going with cardinal?
She's correct.
Monica, how did you know?
I went on a tour last year and I always...
You're smart. Trust you. All right, Monica, stay on the line. We will take some more details from you, but you are on the bus again, Monica. Yeah. Congratulations to you, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, good girl indeed. So thank you so much, Petra.
Thank you once
Laurent
again.
and Victoria as well for the great work you're doing in St. Thomas.
Thank you
so much.
Okay, thank you.
Morning Barbados breaks here. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good, your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world. Your playlist, your station, 98.1, The One.
Cricket fans, get ready for 10 days of explosive T20 action. From July 23rd to August 1st, TV8 brings you the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, featuring some of the world's top franchise teams battling for glory. Don't miss a single six, wicket, or nail-biting finish as 12 exciting matches light up your screen. Make TV8 your home for the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, July 23rd through August 1st. TV8, bringing you every moment of the action.
Outside edge, good take.
This summer, CBC brings you the ultimate thrill with Spot, Connect, and Win.
It's the ultimate summer promotion. Don't forget, all you have to do is spot, connect, and you have a chance to win. So spot the car at any of the locations, and our sponsors are going to tell you how to connect.
Hello, my name is Alan Roach from the Student Revolving Loan Fund, and I'm here to tell you how to connect with us. Apply at the Student Revolving Loan Fund at srlfloan.edu.bb for any of your student loan needs. For studying via the EduFlex loans, which is our back to school or Pinnacle loan, where you can borrow up to $125,000 to go towards your studies. Once you apply during the period of time of this competition and your application has been fully submitted and qualified, then you would have a chance to win this wonderful vehicle.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Man in Babylon, and I've done my best.
Oh, all right. So here we are, folks. We're talking now about this Constant Carmichael you know the project that's on Shelter Island, but there's so much more to our existence that happened elsewhere. What you just saw was a visit to St. Vincent and the Grenadines by the researchers, led by Dr. Henderson Carter, who's right next to me, who, as you know, is the principal investigator, but the dean of the Faculty of History, Philosophy and Psychology. Got it right?
Well, it is the Faculty of Humanities and Education. Well, there's the department.
Correct.
Yes, yes.
That is it. And Stefan Cumberbatch and also Carolyn... Cheltenham. What's wrong with me? Let's start this again. So Stefan Cheltenham.
Yes, sir.
And Carolyn Barrow are research students. And Stephanie, you are an undergrad, right?
Yes, please.
She's Stephanie Williams. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you
Good morning.
for having us.
Why were you in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Carter?
Well, you know, Pearson, in 1741, an enslaved person at Codgerton Plantation got away from Codgerton and he escaped to St. Vincent. But not only him, lots of other enslaved people moved to St. Vincent. And what we wanted to find out in this learning journey in July was, how did these enslaved people, or these runaways, or these maroons, how did they live and survive in St. Vincent? And we found the answer. They could survive in the hills, in the forests. They could survive drinking water coming out of the hills. And Pearson and St. Vincent, we discovered the sweetest water ever.
Really?
At a spa in Bel Air. You drink this water and it tastes like lime squash.
Really?
So I could sit there and drink water the entire morning.
I'll be happy.
So I took up my cup, had about 2 or 3 cups, and our students here filled their cups. You saw Rasta men come in with their bottles, filling up water, and cars coming. And here's the thing. The water increases in potency when there's full moon. So when you put that water in a bottle, the bottle explodes.
Whoa.
It's the best water I've ever tasted.
Someone said the most
and
dangerous
it runs
water.
every day. Runs non-stop, like the spring at Pori Spring. And people come there every day to drink that water. So you could survive in St. Vincent.
Easily, on that water alone?
Yes, on water alone.
But the question for me is, how did they get to what vessel did it take boat to get to St. Vincent in the first place from Codgerton Plantation?
I suspect that in the case of Betsy Newton and in the case of Jupiter, they were able to get on those boats, those slave ships or merchant vessels by either making an arrangement with the captain or paying the captain. In the case of John Thomas, who left here in 1810 from Newton Plantation, he paid his passage. But I'm not sure how Betsy got there. Betsy probably negotiated to get there. And of course, from there, she found her way to England. But I wanted to find out the circumstances, how they lived. And you see the mountains and you see the forests. There's breadfruit all around, food all around. But the forest is dense and is deep. And I could now understand how these people survived and merged with the Carib people, forming the Garifuna. And they launched a resistance effort against the British for hundreds of years. This maroon activity started in the 1650s in Barbados. And so that our intention was to find out more about the lives of these people who migrated through maroon work. And also to find out a little bit more about the Yellow Caribs. Now, we had the pleasure, Pearson, at Sandy Bay in St. Vincent, of going to a shop run by one of the descendants of the Yellow Caribs and sitting there at that shop drinking some callaloo soup and enjoying ourselves. It was a moment in time.
The Yellow Caribs.
The Yellow Caribs.
That color, yellow, is there
Yellow
for a reason?
Caribs. And they want to be called Yellow Caribs.
Why?
Because, these are our people who have a tradition, and they don't want to lose that tradition. Sometimes we call them Kalinago, etc., but they want now to be called Yellow Caribs because of the traditions they still hold. And they're out there, but they're not disconnected from the community. They can travel to Kingstown, they can move around, they do their fishing, but that was a real eye-opener to sit there with the descendants of the Yellow Caribs and Pearson to go into the forests, into the woods, to see what we call the rock art and the petroglyphs, and to go over these bridges. And there were some bamboo bridges that swayed in the wind, and we're going over to see this rock art and these petroglyphs in the wild.
I would tell you, take a picture away from me. I'm not taking a journey across those bamboo arches at all, not being those bridges. Did you all feel scared? Stefan, were you scared?
No, I was excited though.
What excited you by being there?
I think as Dr. Carter is really touching upon the difference in the topography of the land. So as he described waterfalls and mountains and valleys, the topography is extremely different to that of Barbados, which is generally flat. So it was exciting too.
Did it surprise you, based upon what our times have told us about St. Vincent, that this place actually existed in St. Vincent and to have been inhabited by these people?
Yes.
How did you find out? Through your studies?
No, well, through my studies, I would have been able to see it firsthand. I would have known that generally St. Vincent is a mountainous region area, the whole Grenadines and so on, but visiting, which was my first time recently, I would have seen why resistance in terms of enslaved people was so possible. And as Dr. Carter said, why a lot of enslaved living in Barbados would have marooned or marionage to St. Vincent and been able to find self-sustainability.
Hide among the trees, so to speak. Karen, what did you pick up from this visit?
Well, this visit was very important to me. My MPhil, I'm doing a micro-historical study on the St. George Valley. And in terms of comparisons, I'm looking at the various bread baskets, inland valleys across the Caribbean. And when we visited St. Vincent, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we actually went to the Mesopotamia Valley.
MESPO, they call it for short.
MESPO for short. And it is a valley that what they would have deemed a bread basket. And it brings further insight and knowledge, especially in comparison of what I'm studying. What is a bread basket? How can a bread basket support a country? Was it profitable? How it also helped to export, to the metropoles, and what happened. So it was very important to me. Another feature that was important to me was also the Yambu Pass, where Dr. Carter was talking about the bamboo bridge, where we enter into the forest. On one side, we went on a bamboo bridge to view 2 petroglyphs. And then on the other side, we had to come back across the bamboo bridge. On the other side, we had to cross the river. So crossing the river was very exciting for me because, we broke a bamboo and we all, Dr. Scott was there, another member there had the bamboo holding as we trekked across the river flowing to get over the other side to see, these petroglyphs. It was very interesting, not my first time to St. Vincent, but it is very rich in history. Also, it is very important for the learning journey, as Dr. Carter would have stated, for those who are learning history versus seeing it in actual, an actual being, because what we would learn in St. Vincent based on what we see in the books and history, etc., actually being there, you learn about the marionage, you visit the Rabaka River, the dry rivers, you talk about geography and landscape and everything. So it was a very eye-opening experience for me on this trip.
What did you take away about the people, the Yellow Caribs?
The Yellow Caribs, humble people. They welcome us into their community. There were pictures that we were able to see. We had conversation with them. As Dr. Carter said, we actually tried the callaloo soup that they would have had. It's very rich in history, especially up there in Sandy Bay. And we want to say, we were very thankful for those who extended their hospitality there to us.
Stephanie, did you have the soup?
Yes, I did.
Did you agree that it was delicious?
It was really good. I love soup, so I wanted to try the callaloo soup, and it was really delicious. The experience for me in St. Vincent was memorable. Barbados is very flat, so going there and seeing the mountains, it is beautiful. It's amazing. When we went on the leeward side, we would have sailed across the ocean. We went through this space called the Needle, going through two big rock formations. Just being there, even when Stefan spoke about the bamboo bridge, I was afraid, but it was fun because you're holding on to this, I think it's wire that they use to construct it. And when we were going across, it was actually shaking a bit, slightly, not too much, but slightly. And being afraid, I actually stayed back and waited until the majority of my colleagues went before I ventured across. But that experience was really an eye-opening experience because I was able to see history firsthand. The yellow carrots, for me, I remember from First Farm, seeing those in a textbook. So to actually be there and see a Carib, speak to a Carib, that was an amazing experience for me.
Wow. An amazing experience, but an amazing educational experience as well. So we'll talk a little bit more about this project and what else can be gleaned from it right after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Those petroglyphs tell a story. Those designs we saw were telling a story. And they were telling a story, I suppose, Dr. Carter, of the people and the time. What did you glean from that? What does all of this tell you about the people who were there?
Well, these are very resilient people. And these are people who work hard, lived their lives until they were disrupted by European colonization. And for me, the most impactful demonstration of that disruption was at a place called Black Point. Black Point. Now, at Black Point, the slave master wanted these people, these Carib people and blacks, to build a tunnel. Pearson, could you imagine hitting piece of rock, granite, and trying to build a tunnel out of granite. They did it. It took them a few years, but they built a tunnel for the slave master to export his sugar through that tunnel onto the berth that was close to the sea. Now, that for me really shows brutality. People being subjected to that type of brutality and resilience.
Yes.
So when I go there, I think about the people who died trying to build that tunnel, the labor that went into that tunnel, and then at the end of it, to get nothing.
Yes.
After slavery ended. And it reminded me of something that happened here. In 1647, a man called Inkle and a group of Barbadians went down to Guyana, and they were caught by the Amerindians. Inkle ran away into the woods and he survived. The others, some of them were killed. A woman, an Indian woman called Yariko, saw Inkle out there in the wild by himself, nursed him back to fitness, gave him food, hid him in a cave, and the two of them fell in love. And the story goes, after a few years, they returned to Barbados. Yariko was pregnant. And Inkle and Yariko, they arrived at Bridgetown, and the first thing Inkle did was to sell her into slavery. The greatest ingratitude in love and in humanity. And she ended up at a plantation at Kendall. She got the baby, but after the baby was born, she drowned herself in that pond we now call the duck pond. But it is really Yarika Pond.
Okay.
And there is a plaque there, you know, to demonstrate that event and to show, to commemorate that event. But I see the connection between slavery of the Indian people in Barbados and, of course, slavery of the Kalinago and the Caribs in St. Vincent, and how the British tried to subject these people to slavery and the trade, and how today we're not asking for reparations only for African slavery, but reparations for the genocide of Amerindian people. So we connect the two dots. That is why anytime we go to what we call the duck pond, let us remember that it is Yarika Pond. And it really shows the resilience of the people, what people went through throughout the Caribbean, not only in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but here in Barbados.
You talked about chipping away granite. I thought of calluses. Once I heard that right away.
Yeah.
We all do, because today we're so like that. You know, I know don't hurt my skin. We're so cured. But at that time, they didn't consider calluses. They had to work through it anyway.
Exactly.
But at the same time, based on history, I also thought of how their minds were working. We're building the tunnel for Master to ship his products out, but I'm seeing a route of escape as well.
Exactly.
So all of that spoke to the people. You mentioned, Stefan, while we're taking the commercial break, about a man who tested himself.
Yes.
As well. Could you share that story briefly with us? I want people to understand what is possible about the human spirit.
Basically, we were talking about the topography and
Sully.
Being able to stay inside the interior, what they call the interior, we would call the bush, for over a year without any money, contact with people who would be leaving and going, but being able to self-sustain for long periods of time. Offer fruit, running water, being able to probably make his own structure where he would lay at night and stuff like that.
And that's in St. Vincent.
And that's in St. Vincent.
And so it tells you of the human condition, I think, Dr. Carter. It tells you a lot about who we are and who our ancestors have been, and how resilient the people are indeed, and how we've been able to take everything around us and make life, even in the face of hardship. And so there's a wonderful, still alive section in St. Vincent, in Mespo, is it? Is it in Mespo? Yeah. And the Yellow Caribs.
Yes.
On your next visit to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, ask your taxi driver to take you to Mespo to see the Yellow Caribs. Get to learn a whole lot more. Make this a history tour with the students of Barbados as well. Make this your family trip as well into Mespo to see the Carib area, the Yellow Caribs.
The Yellow Caribs person is actually at Sandy Bay.
Oh, they're at Sandy Bay?
Yeah, that's over the other side by Georgetown, but Mespo is actually over near the Belmont Lookout. So once they mention either the Mespo, Belmont Lookout, Maroon Hills or anything, Yambo Pass, all of that is in one area. And then the Yellow Caribs, there are, you know, on the Georgetown, the windward side, where you will pass the same Black Point, etc., going up to Sandy Point.
All right,
Sandy Bay, yeah.
That's where we're going, folks. So that's where you should go as well. We learn a lot about ourselves. And then as you drive through St. John and you see the duck pond, that's Yarika Pond. It's Yarika Pond. Stop for just a moment and reflect on what happened right there. The Inca and the Yarika, we know the music because we saw the musical production, but we get a deeper understanding of that relationship that turned eventually sour in whatever ways that it did, but why it is still important that we reflect for just a moment. Dr. Carter, as always, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Stefan Cheltenham, got that right this time around. Carolyn Barrow, with a famous name, and Stephanie Williams. Thank you so very much for joining us, each of you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm really grateful for the information and the knowledge today. Really, really grateful. Morning Barbados takes a break here. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world. Your playlist, your station, 98.1, The One.
Cricket fans, get ready for 10 days of explosive T20 action. From July 23rd to August 1st, TV8 brings you the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, featuring some of the world's top franchise teams battling for glory. Don't miss a single six, wicket, or nail-biting finish as 12 exciting matches light up your screen. Make TV8 your home for the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, July 23rd through August 1st. TV8, bringing you every moment of the action.
Outside edge, good take.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
In the news now, the relocation of this year's Pick of the Crop finals to Carifesta House is generating mixed reaction across the Calypso fraternity. While many performers and stakeholders acknowledge the logistical challenges that led to that decision, some are questioning whether the venue can deliver the atmosphere and production quality expected of the Cropover finals. They point to acoustics, stage space, and the overall experience for performers and patrons as major concerns. Deanza Roberts reports.
The debate over where the Pick of the Crops finals will be held has intensified, with veteran Calypsonians and industry stakeholders weighing the pros and cons of Carifesta House versus Kensington Oval. Veteran Calypsonian, the Most Honorable Anthony Gabby Carter says, while Kensington Oval may accommodate a larger crowd, Carifesta House offers a better experience for performers.
If I was an artist and you gave me the choice between Carifesta House and Kensington to sing in the finals, I'd choose in Carifesta House all the time because you can hear much better and the audience can hear you much better than at Kensington. I have had the privilege of singing at Kensington, you know, in a final, and I'm telling you that Carifesta House has much better acoustics. It may be a situation where you might hold less people, right? So there might be another 500 to 1,000 who might not be able to get into the show.
Meanwhile, manager of the Koiman All-Stars Calypso tent, Elena Rice, is urging dialogue before any final decision is made. She says the concerns of everyone must be considered.
In the best interest of everyone, I believe that we should sit down and let us work out the best possible way forward, because it's not a decision that can be lightly made. There are a lot of things that have to be taken into consideration. We also have to think about the artists and what they were thinking with their presentation. We also have to think about sponsors who would want the best way forward as well. And we, the tech managers and, of course, the NCF represent those sponsors.
Ms. Rice questioned whether postponing the event should be considered.
I don't know that the venue, unless some other infrastructure is going to take place, is the best place for the finals. The postponement of it is also a consideration, but what I understand is that we have dates that we are working with from before. That is why, in a way, it was a little strange to have final night clashing with the funeral.
The 2025 Pico de Crops Calypso monarch Anderson Blood Armstrong also believes performers and technical teams should have been consulted before the change was announced.
I understand that in the interest of time and timing, that decisions have to be made quickly, which should inevitably be in the best interest of all parties. However, in doing so, I think the interested parties, including the tent managers and backup, should also have been a part of that decision making, so that in the long run, everyone is aware of the changes and would have signed off on them.
Despite the different opinions, stakeholders agree that any decision is taken should ensure the best possible experience for performers, judges, and fans alike. Deanza Roberts, CBC News.
Just days away, organizers say preparations for the spectacle are moving into high gear. That's according to Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office with responsibility for culture, Shane Archer. Mr. Archer spoke to CBC News about the state of readiness for Grand Kadooment, scheduled to be held on the 3rd of August.
Are coming along great. I know the foundation has been meeting with all the stakeholders, the police, the band leaders, the performers, every single one. Actually, within the next few days, I also will be meeting with some of those stakeholders to finalize the plans for Kadooment there. But this year is looking very good.
Mr. Archer says the officials are generally satisfied with the arrangements for the big day when thousands of revelers in costumes will hit the streets.
We would have met with some of the band leaders over the last few months. Certainly the foundation would have started those. I have a close relationship with the association as well. So we've been working with them to try to get as many bands on the road as possible. But as I said in previous interviews, I believe that Crop Over needs a revamp. We need to relook the way that we want to produce Crop Over, what it is that we want to get out of the festival, how do we get more persons involved in the festival overall. So this year we're making a few changes, but it's more so to test the waters to see where we currently at and where we want to go in the future.
Well, government officials are among those paying tribute to national hero, the Right to Excellence Sir Garfield Sobers, by signing the condolence books. Those books have been placed at locations across the island, allowing members of the public to leave heartfelt messages in honor of the sporting legend. Over at State House, President, His Excellency, the Most Honourable Geoffrey Gibb Bostic, put his respects in writing in honor of Sir Gary, Meanwhile, at Elara Court, the Prime Minister, Mayor Amar Motley, reflected on Sir Gary's contribution to Barbados and the wider world, reading from C. R. James, The Making of Caribbean Peoples.
As evidence of what we can make of ourselves, I only need to add some of the names of our people from the Caribbean that have inscribed the names on the pages of history. I end this list by a name acknowledged by critics all over the world as an unprecedented, unimaginable practitioner of his particular art. I refer, of course, to Garfield Sobers, 1966.
And at Kensington Oval, a number of Barbadians signed the condolence book. While at Parliament, a member of the military were there in rehearsal mode, preparing for Monday's service when Sir Gary's body will lie in state there. Clerk of Parliament Pedro Eastman said it was an honour for them to be a part of the farewell activities.
This is an illustrious son of the soil, one recognized the world over as not just the greatest all-rounder, but in the view of many, the greatest cricketer ever to have graced this planet. And for us as a small country, this is only a small token of the tremendous pride that we feel as a country. And as clerk of the third oldest parliament in the Commonwealth, it is indeed an honor for this parliament to have displayed a picture of the late national hero.
Barbadians are now able to collect free tickets for the state funeral of Sir Garfield at Kensington Oval. Government is encouraging members of the public to secure tickets early as officials prepare for what is expected to be a massive turnout. Admit One tickets are available at locations housing condolence books and at post offices across the island. Coordinator of the state funeral, Senator Lisa Cummins, says people can also reserve tickets online.
We're also going to have the online tickets available, and we're really happy to have had Ticket Nation and Ticket Links come on board because there's a demographic in the country that is accustomed going online to get tickets for events. And they've come on board and partnered with the government of Barbados in honor of our late national hero to make tickets available by that platform as well.
Senator Cummins also disclosed that a website has been created in honor of Sir Garfield Sobers, and she's encouraging people to visit it.
It is a website where tributes from around the world and right here at home can be placed. We're encouraging Barbadians to go on to sirgarysobers.bb.
She said the celebrations honoring the late national hero will begin before his state funeral on Saturday tomorrow. A special tribute evening will be held at the Weymouth Cricket Ground with the final of Sir Garfield Sobers Cricket Tournament, where the University of the West Indies will face the police.
We want to make sure that not only can people come out to the cricket match, but in the evening time, we will have tenting set up and there will be drinks and food. And we want people to come out and tell their stories.
In other news now, the police are expressing concern over what appears to be a growing number of hit-and-run accidents across the island. That's according to Public Affairs and Communications Officer Acting Inspector Ryan Brathwaite. He says too many motorists involved in collisions are leaving the scene without following the proper protocols.
There's an increase of hit-and-run accidents, and by that, what do I mean? Persons collide and the driver fails to follow the law. You are not obligated to remain until the police come to an accident scene. But there are certain things you must do. You must inform the other driver of your name and address. You must furnish him with your insurance company. If the car is owned by somebody other than the driver of the car, you must state who the owner of the car is. And these things are mandated and required by law. And then that accident must be reported within 24 hours to a police station.
Inspector Brathwaite is also clarifying the misconception that the police will no longer respond to accidents unless someone is injured. He outlined the circumstances and instances in which officers will be deployed to conduct investigations at an accident scene.
All accidents must be reported to the police. All accidents. The police will conduct investigations into accidents with serious injury, accidents involving pedestrians, hit-and-run accidents, accidents involving state-owned vehicles. Police would respond to accidents where there is likely to be a breach of the peace. So we know sometimes we have this road rage and people get all angry over what has happened. So if this is occurring, then the police are required to attend to bring this situation under control.
To sports now, the Cooperators General Insurance BABA Premier League finals are level at 1 game apiece after defending champions Burger King Clapham Bulls bounced back to win Game 2 against CAM Smart Assurance City United Celtics last evening at the BCC Gym.
Having taken the first game, Celtics from the jump shot looked to push ahead early just as they had in the series opener. And again, Kazarian Adams was one of their point men, pulling up to knock down this three-pointer. But Bulls held the game much tighter this time and all players stepped up. Kyron Alexander found Rashid Maynard 2 more in the till. The first 15 was basket for basket. This play fully orchestrated and completed by the Hurley brothers. Deroni finds Darion, Celtics 2 more. Bulls also show that teamwork can make the dream work. Simeon Maynard gets the pass and aims for the mark shot, but it's off the rim and watches Akeem March as a mop-up man, and he does it in style. But Celtics were able to end the first 15 in command, albeit by the slimmest of margins, 20-19. Into the second, and Celtics will come back with a vengeance. Adams presses the defense before making good on the jumper. Back up the floor, and it was Adams once again draining another three-pointer as part of his 24-point performance on the night. And sure enough, Bulls found themselves playing catch-up again, but definitely not to be counted out yet. Still close, still anyone's to win. Alexander with 2 of his game-high 29 points. But Celtics kept the pressure on and went into the half with the 8-point edge, 49-41. Bulls then rallied back to put it again to just a 1-point game. That was Maynard with a one-man show. Still down but in striking range, 65-64, so the final 15 will be the true decider. A Bulls win will level the final. Celtics victory will put them 2 up. The Bulls answered the challenge and Alexander rose above the defenders and takes it off the board to put his team on the front foot. But you know Celtics will respond. Adams, a one-hand layup. The gym is electrified. With the clock ticking down, you know the pace picked up. I'm sure Hurley's pass was not meant for Maynard, and boy did he surely capitalize on that mistake. Points that were crucial to the Bulls while picking up the foul too. And down the line, the defending champs up the ante. Maynard cementing it right here. Bulls putting this game to bed as the seconds tick down. Simeon Maynard to put the icing on the cake. The series is up at 1-1. Bulls take the win 91-81.
Well, Game 3 is at 7:30 this evening, again at the Barbados Community College Gym. That's a look at news. Morning Barbados is right back right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
19 after the hour now. As we reminded you at the beginning of the show, this coming Sunday is a day of national significance for Barbados, and there are many ways in which many organizations across the island are celebrating and commemorating the occasion. But we're all going to the national event in Freedom Square, Golden Square Freedom Park. That's where we're headed, because we're going to be there to be a part to witness some of the outstanding performances put on by a big production by the National Cultural Foundation in association with Affinity Plus Credit Union. In commemoration is the folk concert. We know the annual folk concert, which has been a staple on the crop of a calendar for some time. This time, we're taking the long walk. And some of the main characters are with us this morning. We have Asia Shepherd and Tiffany Amber Williams. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, chorus. I love it indeed. Well done indeed. Are you looking forward to the long walk?
Absolutely.
Asia, what's the long walk about?
Well, it's a story about this girl who's doing some research, and in doing her research, she meets these two other women from different eras in Barbados. So we have the 1937 riots as well as the 1966 day we become independence, and she's actually from 2021. So it's centered around those three significant events and then their journey together.
So this girl from 2021 went back in time and met these folks who filled in the blanks for her in her knowledge base, right?
Essentially, yes.
Who are you, the girl?
Yes.
I thought so indeed. And so playing that part, playing that role, is a narrative put on by Michelle Hinkson Cox. She's done this. Is it describe the production overall. Is it a mixture of different expressions, or is it just a spoken word kind of production?
Well, it is in play format, but to find out more, you would have to see. So overall, it is a storyline, but I don't want to talk too much about it.
Yes, Pearson. It's with dance and music and all those kinds of stuff. That's all right. All right,
music,
good, fair enough. So what did you learn from this journey as the young girl from 2021?
Well, I would say I learned a lot. This is me, the actress. I learned a lot, but it's not my first time doing the folk concert. So this story of the 1937 riots is like very familiar to me. However, this process taught me even more because it goes into details about other events. So I don't want to talk about it.
So we'll come see you on Sunday.
Yes.
Tiffany, what's your part in all of this?
Yes, well, I play the role of Elsie.
You are which one? The 1937 girl?
I'm from 1966. Correct. Right. So she's just, a woman from 1966 going to celebrate independence. And then eventually she meets Joe, that Asia plays.
Right.
And she meets Agnes, that Natalie Burke plays.
Oh.
Yes.
And so she's the middle portion here, so to speak.
Please.
But because she moved from a point of when we were not belonging to someone else to owning ourselves, and in 2021, we even more so own ourselves as a republic. That's you.
Correct.
And so, what have you learned from being a part of this production that's upcoming?
Well, you know what? I've learned a lot, just like Asia. But I think for me, I've realized that a lot of the things have not changed. So we're still having to battle with a lot of the challenges. Yes, they're in different scenarios and situations, but a lot of the problems are still there. Yes, a lot of the celebrations are still there. We have, but yeah, I've just realized nothing really has majorly changed.
There's not been a revolt.
Correct.
And so in 1937, that's being played by Elsie, you're Elsie?
No, yes, I'm Elsie.
You're Elsie.
And Agnes.
Agnes is played by Natalie Burke.
Yes.
You're Elsie from 1966. You're looking at the independence period, and you are
Joe from 2021.
Right. And so, but I'm hearing the stories of women. Does the production incorporate the stories of men and that kind of interplay as well as it goes?
Yes. Yeah. So within the time periods, you'll see a little bit more stories coming out. And then you also hear from men within that. And also from the young adults and so on. Yeah. You get to hear from them too, the struggles that they got through.
Yeah. This year, however, Michelle did say that she was very intentional about putting women at the forefront of the stories.
Yeah. Because the woman's story has to be told.
Yes.
And sometimes it's overshadowed by the men's stories. Yeah. And you're saying, no, Michelle is saying women played a significant part in those changes along time, the evolution of a replacement. We're now a republic. Who would have thought in 1967 that we would have been a republic? But here we are, and it's on the backs of all of these experiences. And that's what you will learn as a young girl from 2021 indeed. And so we want everyone to come out on Sunday
Yes.
to see this because it's going to be massive. How large is this cast, do you think?
We've got 13 cast members. 13 cast members, but this is amazing. As Asia said, we do have, you know, the theatrical side of it, but then we have the musical component and the dance component too as well. So this is going to be a big one.
That's what I said. Asia didn't tell me. But that's all right.
Get into it.
Yes, but you're into it. Fair enough. So you're coming first. If you look at your screen right now, you look at your screen, you'll see some big names right there. Natalie Burke, Tiffany, who's with us, Asia, who's with us, Aishaka McNeil, Nadia Holmes, Tavon Boyce, Shannon Arthur, and Josiah Hayes. They're the 13 who make up this team.
Yes, and many more.
And many more of people who are going to tell the stories over those significant moments in our history. 1937 Res, how we talked about educate, agitate, but do not violate. Independence, when we spoke of standing up to say to others, we're cutting the navel string. We are now standing on our own, and then further enfranchisement in 2021, when we became a republic, we now take full self-governance, indeed. And so I think it's going to be a really riveting production filled with music and dance and energy and dialogue. And compassion, because along the way there were tears shed, I suppose. There were moments to celebrate, and all of that will be captured. I'm reading right? Asia said, well, you talk about the things I didn't want to talk about, but all of that will be captured because it's a story of people and how people lived, how people connected and related and all those things. At the end of it all, Asia will learn a lot about the process as it unfolded as well, because she just happened to be around at the time when we became a republic. So all she knows is Rihanna. So, you know, but there are other characters along our history that needed to be told. It's been a long walk, but we shouldn't ever grow weary. We shouldn't ever grow tired. And I think that's what comes out in the production as well, I'm assuming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on point.
It's going to be quite an evening, folks. In Golden Square Freedom Park is where we have to be. I suggest you get there really, really early because there's so much more happening. There's speeches are going on, and then there's the libation, the drumming, and all those things happening, as well as the folk concert. And the folk concert, how long do you think this production could possibly, about an hour or thereabouts?
About, just about that,
But we don't want you to, don't look at your clock, don't look at your watch.
Yeah, no.
Just stop for a moment and let the time be spent in your head absorbing in your spirit, so you understand better about self, and you understand better about the people around you, and how together as a community we are all on the same long walk. And I think that's what's going to be the exclamation mark at the end of the evening for you there as well. I think this is going to, don't miss it. 6 o'clock it starts. 6 o'clock, get there early, pick up your best vantage point, and then you absorb. Don't miss it indeed. If you look, is this part of the production, the rehearsal? Or this is last year?
This was from last year.
All right.
And that's actually me.
Which is you?
That's
dancing?
me there dancing, yeah.
You look so tall there. Okay. So you really have been a part of this for a little while. And so what does it mean to you to journey in the ways that you have been a part of national celebrations like this?
Well, it actually taught me that theater could be used as more than entertainment. It could also be used for education, because I also teach drama in schools occasionally, and it's so much easier to get information into the minds of the children through activities like drama, and that made me appreciate not only theater but history, and then how the two could clash together, mesh together.
What about you?
Yeah, same. I wasn't in last year's one, but I was in the one in 2024. And I must agree with Asia as a theater arts teacher as well. It is really good for students to see that theater is not just, you know, about entertainment, but it's about the educational purposes. And then also being able to have fun and explore and play and, you know, create different things. And this is what we get to see within this year's folk concert, is just really having fun and exploring the educational side of things, you know.
I was just in my head as I listened to you ladies, trying to imagine rehearsals. Trying to imagine rehearsals and either the fun, the frustration, all of those kinds of things. The long nights. Just making sure that your lines connect and stick. And that it flows beautifully. And even if it doesn't flow in the way you want it to, how you catch your feet and get right back into dialogue. And I think it's how has that been generally though, rehearsals?
Rehearsals, they've been interesting, but overall, because Let me talk about the director. So like we're getting directed by Nala, and then there's music by Ryan Boyce and choreography by Danico. So putting that all together, rehearsals have been interesting because like sometimes we do music, then other times we spend a lot of time on dance, and then more times on learning lines. And then rehearsal isn't just the rehearsal process, it's also on the side, like Tiffany will be like, come, let's go to lines. So then it's like running lines on the side, or like doing your own warm-up. It's an interesting process.
Yeah, and the cast too, it's a really nice mesh of everybody. You know, it's a really nice ensemble, and we've really connected. So that is also a big part of it too, to have fun.
It's theater.
Yes,
it's theater.
exactly.
These things happen. You're putting on a production. These things will happen. It's work, but it's work that brings great rewards indeed. And so you have now become for us the teachers of us on Sunday when we come to Golden Square Freedom Park to witness history and time and that journey as we move towards celebration of 60 years of independence and 5 years as a republic. It's absolutely free, everybody. And so we want you to come, again, take your best vantage point beginning at 6 o'clock and see for yourself. But while you're there, I don't just want you to say, oh, Tiffany's so cute. I want to see how Tiffany performs. I want you to pay attention to the story. Pay attention to the characters. Pay attention to the resiliency and the message that is going to be coming through as we take the very long walk and we continue our long walk towards self-actualization. And then we will see better who we are, because it gives us a mirror into which we can see our reflections. And I want to thank you ladies as well. So,
thank you.
Asia and Tiffany, get out there, and I have to use a theater phrase, break a leg.
Break legs, I thank
Make this
you.
happen. So, expect success. Thank you so much
Thank you
indeed.
so much.
You're welcome. We're back with more on Morning Barbados right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affairs segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and together we will travel the world.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
28 minutes now to go to the hour of 8 o'clock as we turn our attention to the ongoing expression of our people. And remember, we're moving and on the journey towards 60 and celebrating all of the reasons why we are the way we are and the things we have accomplished, because sometimes we get so caught up in the mire, but the things we have accomplished as a nation. And in that celebration, we take some time also to rewind. There was Push, the first exhibition, Pause, which was the one that concludes tomorrow, and then we get ready for Rewind, which is about to start at the Daphne Joseph Hackett, not the theatre, but in the Queen's Park Gallery. And so Safia Stout is one of those artists who's in exhibition. Safia, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
You're chirpy enough. I'm well. Thank you for asking. Good to have you. You're part of this exhibition. How did they find you? What do you do?
Well, I'm an artist. I mostly paint, but I dabble in a lot of things. I make clothes. I do some sculptures. Everything creative.
Yeah,
really
I
and
see
truly.
that. You're so independent of thought. You know, want to know how I know that?
Wow.
By your hair and your earrings.
Oh, my banana
You're the kind of
earrings.
girl who says, I have a butt trend, I don't care. Because my expression is my expression.
Yes.
You can interpret it as you care. And I read that in you already.
Oh, I love that.
So, having been tapped to exhibit as part of this exhibition coming up on Rewind, What did you require yourself to do, your mind to do, to focus in to be able to tell the story of rewinding that fits into the overall theme of the project?
Okay, so it all started last year. Last year I was actually a part of the Jackie Opal residency put on by the NCF. Myself and Starlight Tama, we were the visual arts residents, and we ended up creating about 16 works about Jackie Opal. So now we're finally getting to show the works as a part of Rewind, which is perfect because it's like Rewind, we're going back in the past. Jackie Opal is so iconic. He was the founder of our first musical genre in Barbados, Spooge. So that is kind of how I got into this. Yes.
And so what we will see then are expressions of Jackie Opal.
Yes.
Is it expressions through just the photograph that you have in your mind or you would have seen in the book, or is it also through his performances? How is it going to be expressed?
Well, okay, so it all started when we went to Jamaica. We went, myself, Starlight, and the other residents, we went to Jamaica as kind of like a way to connect back to Jackie Opal, because the whole thing is that he went to Trinidad and he was inspired by Calypso, and then he went to Jamaica and he was inspired by ska. So we went to Jamaica and we were like thoroughly inspired. We came back and we made a lot of pieces that were kind of linking back to that. So like there's a piece that you're gonna see if you come out on Friday. There's a piece Next week Friday, yes. There's a piece that I did basically showing Jackie Opal and Peter Tosh and Bob Marley behind him, because they actually signed back up for Jackie Opal when Jackie Opal went to Jamaica. So yeah.
What does this history tell you? When you rewind for just a moment, or history, to look at it yourself and view it through your lens, because you're much younger, what did it teach you?
It taught me a lot, because we learned so much about Jackie and like his upbringings, his very humble upbringing. So it just reminded me that a lot of people worked to get me and so much of us to the point we're at today, to be honest.
And the Barbadian spirit that allowed it to happen, that in the face of everything that's happening around them, nothing could stop them.
Nothing at all.
Nothing could stop them. And while we dealt with Pause as a second installation, just 3-part exhibition, now we're into Rewind, it reminds us. And it's important that we do come out and see the range of work. Safia has a lot of work that she's going to share, indeed.
Yes.
Do you know how many other people are distributing? Not distributing, are displaying?
I don't know how much people are displaying. I know myself and Starlight, but honestly, Queen's Park Gallery is phenomenal. They bring out the best artists in Barbados, so there are going to be a lot of people, there are going to be a lot of artworks. You have to come on and see it.
Do. Rewind is the name. What media do you work with?
I mostly work on canvas. The pieces that you're going to see on Friday, they're acrylics on canvas, but I wear acrylics, oils, watercolors, I do everything.
And so this project for you started last year, you said, and now you get a chance to fully display it in this exhibition at the Queen's Park Galleries. Totally free. Remember, the gallery opens from 10 o'clock in the morning till about 6 in the evening. You can walk in. Nobody's going to say, don't come in here. You just walk right in and whoa, there it is, Rewind. If you look at your screen, viewing continues Monday through Saturday, 10 till 6. It closes on the 29th of August. So you have a very short window in which you can really absorb as you look back through this period. Indeed, it's the third of a season. It's happening perfectly in the season of emancipation, where we reflect on self. And so we're in the moment of rewinding and looking through the history of Barbados and the people who've been significant in developing that history and the things that we would have all experienced as well, whether it's through storytelling or through so much more. And so you're looking forward to this possibility, right?
Yes,
definitely. Is this your first major exhibition?
No, I've done quite a bit of exhibitions at this point. Earlier this year, I actually had my first solo show. Yes.
In the same gallery?
No, not the same gallery, at the Frame Art Company, and that was a success. I'm really happy with it, and I'm happy to do more things and go to the opening next week Friday. So the opening is actually next week Friday, 5 to 7, just before Pickety Crop. So you go to Queen's Park first, and then you make your way out to Pickety Crop.
Yes. Smart point. So next week Friday the 31st in Queen's Park Gallery from 5 till 7, and then you make your way over to the Pickety Crop finals indeed. But that's when it all opens, and then the exhibition continues until the end of August.
Yes, please.
And so we want you every single day, or as many days as possible to go, because one thing about an exhibition, I think you should take your time. Take your time. Some people just want to walk right through. Okay, I've finished that. No, because every stop you make, there's a different echo that's coming to you. And so you want to be able to understand the echo, the messages being shared with you, and absorb it for just a moment. It might mean you move on to the next echo, but it also might mean that you might want to say, that's enough for today, I'll come back tomorrow and pick it up from there. So take your time and really come out in numbers and view the exhibition titled Rewind. It's all part of the efforts by the National Cultural Foundation, and it's in the season of emancipation indeed, but it's the visual arts component of the exhibition indeed. It's, as I told you, it's a part 3 that we started with Push. Then we went to Pause, and now we're on to Rewind. And so there is a 3-part series, and now we're on to the 3rd and final effort in this whole thing, because we're on our journey to 60, but it takes a level of understanding. These exhibitions are designed to help us understand. And in the understanding, we have not just a greater appreciation of, but we understand now better our role that we have to play going forward. And so Safia has an exhibition that's on. She's part of a collective of people who are exhibiting in the Queen's Park Gallery starting next Friday with the opening, and then every day right through until the end of the month of August. And exhibition times are 10 o'clock till 6 o'clock, Monday to Saturday. Monday to Saturday. The gallery is not open on Sundays, but Monday to Saturday, 10 till 6 each time, and you can come. Is there going to be a part where we have an opportunity to interact with you as the artist? Will you be there? Or
I will, of course, be there.
Every
I'll
day?
Be there. No, not every day. I'll be there at the opening, so that people that come out, they can come and chat with me at the opening, and then we can have a great time at Pick the Crop after. Because I'll be going straight there
you
after.
You are so into Pick the Crop, indeed.
I really am.
Did you see the finalist list?
Yes, I did. Just now, actually, I saw it.
And?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I think it's going to be a good competition indeed.
Yeah, last year was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting a really, really, really good.
I'm going to look for you at the finals. I'm going to look because I want to talk to you to hear how you feel about it. What is it about crop over you absolutely love?
No, I am a crop over baby. I always loved crop over. My mother always took me out to the tents. As a little girl, she would always take me to the stadium. On Kaduma Day. I actually never went to Spring Garden as a child. She would always take me to the stadium, and then after, most people actually just take off their headbands and stuff and throw them at my side, and I would always go and pick them up. I love crop over so much. So
would you ever contemplate documenting your memories of crop over in art?
Of course.
We'll do that.
Of course, I should. Yes, I should.
Do your own rewind in that way.
Yes, my own rewind. Yes, I agree with you. Yes, I have to do more pieces about childhood experiences and Barbados and the Barbados that I grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because lest we forget. And because the circumstances are changing so quickly, the landscape is changing so quickly, and as time goes, our memory will fade.
Yeah, and the stadium has changed now.
Correct. It's going to look so different very soon.
So different.
So it's to be able now to put all of that on canvas because we want to document it for the next stage of people who are passing through. And so this rewind experience for you is for all of us as well. While you got a chance to have journeyed the path that Jackie Opal took and to absorb his spirit, you took that and you put it onto canvas. And so you say, come see, everybody, come see to Queen's Park Gallery, come see what we saw and what we experienced and what we feel about the man who created for us our genre called Spooge, the man who made big people cry, big international artists know the place because he was so much better. And so that's why this exhibition is important indeed. And it's not about Jackie Opal alone, that's Safia's contribution, but there are many other artists who are going to be exhibiting in the Queen's Park Gallery starting next Friday when it's launched until the end of August. And we really want to show up in numbers. It's totally free. Come see for yourself. Come feel for yourself. Come understand for yourself. The artist will be there. Safia says she'll pass through from time to time so you can see her. You note the look. Note the look so you'll know it's her. And you can ask her any question. Have her stories. Tell her some stories as well, because it's all a learning journey for all of us indeed. Safia, wish you well.
Thank you.
If for anyone watching who say, I would like to connect with you and to perhaps not just have conversation, but to purchase pieces as well. How can they do so?
I'm on Instagram. You can find me Safia Stout, SAFIASTOUTE. You could reach out to me there. I'm always ready to have conversations, speak about art, everything.
Safia Stout, SAFIA You know to spell Stout. Stoute, Safia Stout on socials. And engage with her. Her work is captivating, and it will captivate you starting next Friday in exhibition at the Queen's Park Gallery. I encourage you to come to be a part of the exhibition known as Rewind. We've done push. We pushed as a nation for change. We pushed as a people to establish our societies and make ourselves proud. And then we paused for just a moment to reflect on where we are. Sometimes in a journey you have to pause and take a deep breath. That's what we've done. We've now taken the time to rewind, look back just a moment because we're charting the next path forward. So greater understanding is what is being sought of what is being exhibited indeed. So we want to encourage you to come to the Queen's Park Gallery Monday through Saturday, 10 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the evening, every day, totally free, and engage. Thank you again, Safia. All the best to you.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
You're welcome. Morning Barbados is right back, and we meet Rita G after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
Preserve your personal priceless memories. Here at CBC, we transfer VHS, DVDs, Beta, U-matic, and DV-Cam tapes to modern digital formats. Safely, quickly, and affordably. Call CBC on 467-5437 to get started. In just 2 weeks, your memories will be ready to relive and share again.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit.
Screen Storm, Road Storm.
Road Storm.
Road Storm. And so, Rita G, good morning.
Good morning.
You are otherwise known as Morita Griffin.
Yes.
Thus, Rita G.
Rita G.
And so, how long have you been in this art form?
A few months.
just months?
Just a few months.
So there was something
Yes.
about the art form that bit you.
Yes. I actually used to manage a few bands. I had formed a band called Ignition that featured Queen T, who was in the finals for
congratulations
for
on all
Picking the Crop. Yes. I also had an all-female band called Flair, and a took band called Rhythm Session. They all featured young artists, so I used to be behind the scenes pushing artists. This song was actually supposed to be a behind the scenes song as well. However, the producer Gorg, shout out to Omar Sobers,
Yes.
he said to me, you know, the only way I'm producing this song is if you sing it. And I'm saying to myself, I don't sing.
I'm not a singer.
I'm not a singer. So I thought about it for a little bit. I invested in some vocal training. I'm still in that process. And Road Storm was born.
Road Storm. And so there you are. You finally put your foot into the ring. Because all the while you were behind the scenes.
Yes.
But there was still an engine in you that was ticking for the art form.
That's very true.
At the moment, you're based abroad.
Yes.
And while abroad, does it pull at your heartstring that said, geez, I just got to get into this. I can't sit on the sidelines any further?
It does. And having managed the two, well, the three bands, really, it was almost like I was living vicariously through other people. The band Flair featured on Faith Calendar, actually, and drummer Juanita Wands Clark. And like just seeing their growth, and I'm very, very proud of them.
Yes.
Very proud.
They've come a long way indeed.
It was my time. It was time for me to just get out there, showcase what I have. I actually used to also be a spoken word artist. Yes,
So you live in a space where the culture is totally different from ours.
Oh yes.
Totally different. But you've maintained your individuality. You've maintained your Barbadian-ness and your love of crop over and the festival.
Yes, for sure.
Has that been easy? Because you're not hearing the beats all around you all the time that recognizes Barbados.
Well, right now there's a Caribbean community that is building. There's also a Barbadian community that's building in Atlanta. So every once in a while we have little limes where we do have our music being played, and there are events now in November back to back basically to celebrate our 60th anniversary. So I'll make sure I'll be attending those as well. So
that's how you connect with home.
Yes.
And it's in that connection with home that that's how it makes it so easy for you to produce for crop over as well. So Road Storm is about what?
Road Storm was built on that vibe of the 90s, early 2000s, where you had a lot of instructions in the music and a lot of movementations. And I recognize that a lot of these parties in Barbados are just basically social media parties where people are on their phones just recording, you know. So I wanted to bring something different, because I haven't heard anybody with anything to do with a storm or anything like that. So given the instructions, help with the movements, as you would have heard it, you have strike like lightning and roll like thunder and whine like tornado in the song. So it gives that almost put down the phone and let's party.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. You're right. Do something.
Correct.
Don't just stand there like a robot, you know, and that's the whole point. So when you go into the party and you hear Road Storm, do Road Storm.
Exactly.
And when you're out for Kadooment, do Road Storm.
Exactly.
Don't run into people's bands, that's illegal. But at the same time, just have a good time.
Correct.
Just have a good time. Do movement, because that's what the season requires of all of us, indeed. And what's your view generally of crop over from abroad? And you look into Barbados and you think, boy, crop over is such a
vibe.
Okay. Anything else about that?
As I said, you know, I find that a lot of people are now standing instead of like you pay your money to stand up. That energetic vibe, I find, is starting to leave the parties, and that's why I hope I'm okay to do this. But there are certain parties, like one tonight, I won't call any particular name.
That's right.
That is all Bajan artists, and they say no heels, don't bring any heels.
Yeah,
you know,
so ladies, prepare to do your thing.
Correct.
And so you think crop over have you looked at it abroad as a festival, as evolution? Are you satisfied with the way it's going? Are you happy that we still have the sweetest summer festival? Those kinds of things.
I find that. When it came to power soca, Barbados was starting to slip. You have more of that bashment soca coming forefront, but that power soca aspect of crop over to me started to slip, and this is where my contribution came in.
Right.
But it is definitely evolving. However, I think we still need to keep the fundamentals of crop over. And that's why I'm glad that the NCF had brought back the Party Monarch.
And Kahabla Pot.
Yes,
as
that
well.
too.
And so you think the base is good, but we need to just prop it up better.
Correct.
With some of the things that say us as well. And so that's what you see from abroad as well.
Yes.
But I agree, and I shouldn't say this. Your concern for the mix of music, it's a concern I heard expressed by the Prime Minister recently as well, where we have to protect her words, protect those things that have made crop over, whether it's in calypso, as in the social commentary, and the party music, that is party music.
Exactly.
Basically, and that concerns you as well.
Yes, it does. And I also find that soca is one season here. Soca should be all year. And that's one thing I would love to advocate for. There are events, there are a few events, soca out of the season, you know, but
not enough.
But not enough, exactly.
That's not a bad idea. I think it could work, personally, because I think there is a space for Barbadian music, period. I've always advocated that. And so you think we need to do a whole lot more to sustain who we are and our culture so that it supports crop over when crop over comes around at this time of year, indeed. And so what's your space? Have you carved out your space in crop over that you says, you know what, this is Rita G, and whenever you hear this is Rita G?
Not as yet, but I'm loving the Power Soca vibe. I need to get a little bit more fit though, but to keep up with it, but I am loving bringing a little bit of, I don't know if you heard like the verse that says bend like a coconut tree in the storm. So I like to bring a little humor as well to it, you know, play upon words, storm the road storm. So crop over to me was missing the double entendres and things like that.
So thus you're here.
Yes.
You're here to fill that space.
Yes.
And so fill that space you will. I really want to encourage you to stay with the festival indeed. You know, this is your first recording, is it?
Yes.
The very first recording. She's been bold enough now to come out of the shadows and step forward and say, okay, Gorg, I'll do this. Road Storm is what it's called. It's available online. People explore. How do we experience it?
On every streaming platform. On Apple, on Instagram, WhatsApp Music, you name it.
Just look for it. Search for Rita G or Marita Griffin, Rita G.
Rita G,
Rita G is the artist, Road Storm. And then, there you go. Listen to at your convenience as well. And give her a good deep listen because you're looking forward to next year, God's Spare Life, right?
Yes.
To produce even more. Are you staying with the Power Soca genre? Or are you going to dabble into Sweet Soca as well?
I would love to dabble into Sweet Soca. I'm actually building my sweet voice now. So I'm not a natural singer. I'm actually learning how to sing. Yes.
Well, that's good. You're doing well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rita G is her name. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, for stopping over for Crop Over.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And happy Crop Over to you.
Happy Crop Over.
Will you be here till it's done?
Unfortunately, no. I'm leaving on Sunday.
Rita G, I know how it is. You have to get back because you have work to do.
Yes.
But okay, next time you'll adjust your timing so that you enjoy Grand Kaduna. Promise?
I can't promise that.
Not a problem. Enjoy it and all the best to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay. Rita G is her name. The song is called Road Storm. It's available online. Go get it. Go buy it. Go listen to it and enjoy it indeed. Morning Barbados is right back right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Are you ready to turn it all the way up? We make you feel good. Your #1 party station. Non-stop hits and the latest trends in music, fashion, and everything lit. Hit us up on socials at 981 Barbados on IG and 98.1 The One on Facebook. This is your world, your playlist, your station. 98.1 The One.
Cricket fans, get ready for 10 days of explosive T20 action. From July 23rd to August 1st, TV8 brings you the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, featuring some of the world's top franchise teams battling for glory. Don't miss a single six, wicket, or nail-biting finish as 12 exciting matches light up your screen. Make TV8 your home for the Global Super League Cricket Tournament, July 23rd through August 1st. TV8, bringing you every moment of the action.
Outside edge, good take.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There are a lot of things happening this weekend, everybody. Remember, on Sunday, the day of national significance at Golden Square Freedom Park is where we go for the folk concert and more speeches by the young people. It's being controlled by the young people this year. It's going to be quite interesting indeed. 5 o'clock in the afternoon at St. Barnabas Anglican Church. That's a mass, Emancipation Mass, that features the music of Bob Marley. Yes, there'll be a bit of preaching and all the rest of it. You're encouraged to be a part of that. This morning alone, we got the announcement of the finalists for this year's Pick of the Crop finals, and there are quite a number of them, big songs indeed. And if you don't know, we'll share more throughout the day and on radio. Take a look at the screen. You'll see exactly who they are, from Colin Spencer, Jay Diamond, Nika, Ahenje, AC, Crystal, iWeb, Jamal, Slocum, Skang Young, Tay, Billboard, Kidsight, Kwan, Raheem, Cerule, the announcer, and Queen T. They're through, with the reserve being Mr. Showman. And that big final is next weekend, or if the date changes, we'll let you know indeed, because further discussions are obtaining. Also, we want to remind you that the viewing online in state, so you can view the body of Sir Garfield Sobers, happens on Monday in Parliament, and on Tuesday at Kensington Oval. The big service, as you know, his farewell service is on Wednesday. Live coverage right here on TV8 and on our radio stations. But you can go to many locations across the island and sign the book of condolence. And we want to encourage you to get out in numbers and do so. Get your tickets, because Admit One tickets are absolutely free, and they're available where you go, sign the book, and at post offices across the island as well, so that you can come and celebrate the contribution of our national hero, the late Right Excellent Sir Garfield Sobers. That's it for today. The crew joins me in saying to all of you, have a wonderful weekend. Be the will of the Lord. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning.